Hi everyone, Robert again for the last time, I hope. This video is going to be largely about Yahoo Answers. I think this will be the last video that I'll do. I think most of the other strategies that we talked about in the overview video are fairly self-evident, and or we've covered them in previous videos. I applaud you for following me along this journey. Hope you learned something along the way on some of these backlink generating strategies, and I hope nothing that I've said has been too on the edge in that respect. But anyway, Yahoo Answers. Let's continue. Yahoo Answers is a place where people can ask questions about anything and open those questions up to be answered by anybody, or anybody with a Yahoo account. The reason why Yahoo Answers is a good place to come and spend some time is because the Yahoo Answers have been getting some pretty good traction in the search engines lately, particularly in relation to long tail keywords. The rankings have been pretty strong, so I do recommend it as a place to come to see whether you can add some value, and in the meantime, as you're doing that, create some niche relevant backlinks back to your website. Now, if you don't have an account on Yahoo Answers, the first thing you're going to need to do is to sign in and get yourself a Yahoo ID and set up an account. So it's free, it doesn't take very long, and once you've done that, you can log in, as I already have here, and you'll be presented with this interface. The web address for Yahoo Answers is answers.yahoo.com. Now, which one you choose, of course, it depends on your motive. Either you want to find out something, or you want to answer somebody else's question. Now, in our case, we're going to be answering. So what I generally do is circumvent this process here and go straight to the search for questions. Now, what you might want to do before clicking search for the first time is click on the advanced tab and make sure that you have this open questions option chosen here, because if you click all, the first questions that will come up are resolved questions. The way Yahoo Answers works is that somebody raises a question, a bunch of other people provide answers, and then the person that asked the question has then got the opportunity of selecting the best answer, which is what will be displayed against that question ongoing. And once a question has been resolved, the only way of interfacing with that particular question is to provide a comment to the answer, which is not as powerful as actually having made the actual selected answer in the first place. So best thing to do is to come and search for open questions, ones where that question hasn't been resolved yet. And click on the search button, and then Yahoo Answers will deliver a bunch of open questions. Now, let's say we felt that we could actually offer a valuable answer in relation to this question here. We would click on this link, and you can see this particular question is still accepting answers. Here's the question, blah 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 blah. This fellow wants to know about visual reading. Click on answer this question if you feel that you can, and then write your answer. Now, the best way of utilizing this is to provide an answer, try and get your keyword that you're optimizing for into the answer as best as you can, and then in the source here, put your URL into the source. Now, you can also put your URL into the answer itself using an href tag. But look, I've had inconsistent results there. Sometimes, depending on where the link is, whether it comes first or last, blah blah blah, sometimes Yahoo Answers hasn't accepted my answer. So I've generally had much more success by putting the link into the source here and then trying to get the keyword into the answer. So at least there's a chance that if Google spiders this question and your answer is then keyword specific, then you might get a chance of having this indexed in relation to the keyword that you're trying to optimize for. and then click on preview, and then you'll get a chance to submit that answer. Now, of course, at this stage, you don't know whether your answer is going to be accepted as the final answer, but it's still worth submitting answers to all of the questions that you feel that you can reasonably add value to. Now, you could also go through all of the resolved questions as well and make comments and put a link to your website in your comment in relation to the answer that was provided. This is not quite as strong as having your answer accepted as the best answer, but it could still be worth doing ongoing. Now, the nice thing about this is, of course, these are all highly niche specific, these questions. So you get to target your answer very specifically to the keyword that you're trying to build a backlink back to your URL. All right, well, that's pretty much it for Yahoo Answers. It's fairly straightforward. It's worth, every now and again spending an hour in Yahoo Answers, trolling through the questions and creating answers, and then hopefully Google will spider those answers and give you credit for a backlink back to your website. I don't think I've really got that much more to say about link building strategies. I would just like to make a few sort of closing comments, though, about these strategies in terms of the context of what you're trying to achieve. Long term, your goal is to build the best possible link platform pointing at your website, because if you've got the best link platform, you will be considered the best authority in relation to your keyword and likely be given rankings consistent with that authority. But it is very easy to become overwhelmed by all of the various things that you can do to build links, and overwhelm leads to inaction, and inaction doesn't get you your outcome. So what I would do is gradually, over a period of time, build up some expertise with using some of these strategies, and make sure that you implement and build links over a period of time. Every now and again, check your Yahoo listing, do a link search in Yahoo for your website, and make sure that you can see the effect of your link building over time as Yahoo finds your links. And find the strategies that that work for you and that you feel comfortable doing. I think that's the best way. It's in this particular scenario, Rome wasn't built in a day. Your link network is rather like the house being built on a foundation. Your keyword research and your hosting platform and content are the foundation, and the link network is the house, and it takes time to build that house and to build that house well. So it's worth spending quality time on this over a period of time. And of course, you're only going to be prepared to spend that quality time, if you're being rewarded by the thing that you desire, which is ultimately ranking and then ultimately traffic. Now, you don't want traffic just for anything, and there's no point just getting clicks if those clicks aren't going to be valuable to you. And as internet marketers, we need that traffic to convert to sales. So always sort of be aware of of the conversion that you're achieving with the traffic, and then not just only spending time building links. You may need to spend some time on your conversion strategies and on creating a situation on your website that leads to the greatest visitor value, both for you and also for the people that are clicking through to your website. But I did want to take the opportunity now, because this is very likely to be the last video that I will do for the 30-day challenge, to applaud you all, those of you that have stuck with this process all the way through to where we are now. I've noticed that many of you are achieving some fantastic rankings in the search engines, and a very large number of you are starting to see sales coming through on the traffic that you're starting to receive. As someone that had an awful lot to do with the creation of the strategy that you're being taught, it gives me a nice warm feeling to see so many people having success with this strategy. And I think that if you do follow the techniques that we've been teaching, you will achieve the outcome. Now, how that moves towards an ongoing successful business, well, there's a lot more work to be done. But at least by following this process, you can identify a potential market or a potential niche. You can begin to test the commercial value of that niche by using the techniques that we've been teaching, get some initial traffic, and attempt to monetize that traffic by promoting a product, either an affiliate product or your own product. And at the end of this process, if you've achieved that sale or several sales, and you've begun to establish the conversion potential of that traffic in relation to the sale of a particular product, then you've now got the incentive to go and investigate that niche in more detail, maybe even to the extent of creating your own product and your own website in that niche over the longer term. But these strategies will serve you well, and it will give you a platform for entering into a niche in the most cost-effective and time-effective way. And I hope you all see that, and I hope that you all derive the outcome that you are seeking by virtue of the fact that you're participating in the 30-day challenge. Internet marketing can be a very frustrating but ultimately extremely rewarding business, and things change so very rapidly, but the foundation principles of marketing online rarely change, and ultimately we're trying to seek to see those foundation principles using the techniques that we're teaching you here. So you have my utmost respect for doing the work and learning from the techniques we're teaching and implementing, and I do very much hope that you achieve the outcome that you all desire. Good luck for the future.